Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Berger of MountainView Veterinary Hospital, and today we're going to talk to you about how to safely get your pet to the veterinarian. And today we have Juan Pepe, and he's actually a very, very sweet kitty. And he lives here, so he's quite comfortable with being here in the office, but not every kitty is as amendable as he is when they come into the office. So today we're going to show you what to do when you have a cat who's not so happy about being here. Now this is Skunk. He's a little bit different from Juan. Skunk isn't very happy about being here today, and the first thing you want to remember if you have a kitty who's not real happy about going to the vet is to make sure you have him on a carrier. Now this isn't the ideal carrier, especially for a cat that might have a little bit of an attitude about being here, because it doesn't open from the top. For us to get Skunk out, we're going to have to go in through the front here, which will require us to open it up from the front and actually stick our hand in there, and it's going to come out a bloody stump. We're not going to be real happy about that. The other thing is sometimes we'll take the top off. Now if you look here, these sides, these clips on the sides here are very difficult to get off. So if you could find a carrier that's easy to take the top off, that would make a big difference as well. There are many, many different types of carriers out there. The ones that we love the best are the ones that open up from the top here. You can go in there and grab your kitty and be good to go. Now, a lot of questions that we get from people are, how do I even get my cat in the carrier? Because Skunk was not real happy about getting shoved into this little tiny carrier in here. Well, what we're going to do is show you some techniques that you can use to get him in here. So right now, hopefully with Heather's help, we're going to try to get Skunk out of here. I know. Come on, kitty cat. I know. Oh, cranky kitty. Who's a cranky kitty? I know. We'll try. Come on, Skunk. Come on. Oh yeah, your claws are nice and sharp.
Alright, let's take the top off.
Okay, let's give that. Skunk is a very aggressive kitty. He's probably one of the worst cats we have here. And I could say that because he's the staff member's kitty. Thanks, Ginny. Yeah, now we can't get these off. Yeah, this could be a challenge. As we talked about, these little pieces should be very easy to get off, because the longer we wait, the longer Skunk has to plan his attack. So, and the less time we have to say goodbye to our loved ones. Okay. 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 Oh! All right, kitty cat. All right. Okay, kitty. I know. Not a good carrier. No, not at all. All right, so now what you want to do is, when we're trying to restrain your kitty in the office, a lot of people, when we use things like these gloves, people become very concerned and they think, oh my gosh, she's hurting my kitty, she's got him in this chokehold. Actually, that doesn't hurt. I mean, Skunk, he's not turning purple, he's doing just fine. In fact, he's thinking about swatting me at the moment. So don't be too concerned when you see these giant leather gloves come out. They're just to help protect us from mortal wounds. The other thing that would help when you come into the office is how do I say this? Not getting too animated every time the kitty screams or hollers. And the screaming and the hollering, they know if they do that, we'll let go. So when the owners react and they go, then that sort of gets them to be even more agitated. So there are times that we'll actually take your pet in another room And a lot of people become very concerned because they're not sure what we're doing to the pet back there, but I assure you, when we're taking them in another room, we are not injuring your pet. They actually become much more calm when we do things like that. So we have different methods of restraint for kitties like this, but the gloves seem to work out pretty well. So now we're going to show you how you might be able to get your cat in the carrier when you're chasing him around the house. And sometimes it's easier if you can confine them to one room, preferably a bathroom where there isn't a queen-size bed where they can get all the way to the middle of the bed where you just can't reach. So if you can try to trap them in the bathroom, don't let them see that carrier. If they see that carrier, you know they're gone and you're not finding them for 3 days. So try to put them in one room, and you always try to put them in one of these carriers, which are impossible to try to get a cat who's then going like this and you can't really get them into that front door. So the top loading carriers, again, best type of carrier to get. If you're unable to get your kitty into your front loading carrier, one thing you could try to do is to grab a very large towel or even a sheet and try to put it over the kitty and essentially shove him in his carrier. Okay, so we're going to attempt that right now with this kitty. And quite simply, just put him right in his carrier. It's quite simple. Okay, baby. So head is covered, he doesn't know what's going on, and then we just kind of shove him right in the...
Move the cat carrier towards me, push it against me.
Into the carrier. You see how simple this is?
We know what you're going through.
Oh, my kitty cat. Oh, so sweet little kitty cat. I know.
Just watch your hands in case it goes to sleep. There you go. All right.
Voila! And then you bring them into the vet. And that's how you can safely get your cat to the veterinarian. If you have any other questions, feel free to visit our website at www.rockwayvet.com. Thank you.